Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this is last chapter of the quality engineering SMB 34303 quality engineering for the engineering course. So this is chapter 4. Chapter 4 consists of the quality course. So this is when we want to summarize what is we have done, what was done for the chapter 1 to chapter 7. This is talking about the analysis of the quality in manufacturing, but now we want to relate with the quality cost. Alright, so after completion of this chapter, students should be able to describe the cost associated with the quality. What is the cost involved with the quality issue? Okay. Alright, so any serious exam due to the quality issue must take into the account costs associated with the quality. So the concept of the quality cost means to quantify the total cost. So we want to quantify the total cost, quality related effort and efficiency. Alright, so in overall quality cost can be categorized into three categories, which is appraisal cost, prevention costs, and failure costs. Appraisal cost relate with the cost breakdown, prevention costs relate with the testing, inspection, and failure costs we can divide it into two categories, internal and external costs. Okay. Then in terms of actually what we can summarize, the cost can be divided into two categories, which is conformant and non-conformant. Right. So conformant is prevention. What I mentioned earlier, prevention costs relate with the cost of breakdown. Appraisal costs under category of the conformant cost, which is the relate with the testing, inspection, and non-conformant costs, internal failure and external failure. Internal failure refer to what if we have done inside the production plant, and external related with the suppliers, vendors, and maybe the third party who are related with our production system. Okay, so conformant is aimed to quality assurance. This aim to achieve the price. Example, documentation. We need a support department in terms of documentation, writing the work instruction. If this is related with the time. Training, we need to send our staff to attend any training to improve the skill. Auditing sometimes disturbing the production system. Planning, prevention, do right thing first. Right thing the first time, which is we want to avoid from the delinquency. And inspection is based on the requirement, we need to do the inspection. Alright, so prevention costs is related to attempt with the prevent defect from the occurring. This is include the planning, administration system, working with the vendors, training, quality control procedure, extra attention for both design and production phase, decrease the probability of the defective workmanship. So this is related with the labor cost. Alright, and appraisal cost related with the inspection, testing, and others activity intended to uncover defective product or service to assure there are none. So this is include the testing, inspector, testing, test equipment, lab, quality control, and field of testing. Then non-conforming tests can be divided into two categories, which is from internal or from external. So this is include the rework. If we do rework, that means we need extra time, we need extra manpower, we need to pay into the overtime. So this is considered as a rework, a scrap. So when our product cannot sell not sell for the customer, but we cannot get the money, so we need to scrap everything. So throw away result of the work because of not up to the required standard. Waiting, sometimes we need to wait of the shipment. Alright, and downtime not being able to job because our machine is broken. This is waiting of the machine, which waiting on the process. This is disturbing the chain of the of the production system. Then an internal failure cost, this is variety reason including defective of the material inside the production system from the vendor, incorrect machine setting, faulty equipment, incorrect method, incorrect processing, careless, and faulty of the improper material handling procedure. Right. So the cost of internal include the loss of production time, scrap and rework, investigation costs, possible equipment damage, and possible employee injury. Alright. So reward cost involve the salary. So that I mentioned reward with salary, we need to pay the overtime. Additional cost need to perform additional resource need to perform for the reward. Example, equipment, energy, raw material. Beyond this cost, the items of such as inspection of reward part, disruption of the schedule, and added costs of the part and material waiting for the reward part, and the paperwork needed to keep a track the item until they can reintegrated into the process. Alright, so external failure costs. External failure are defective product, poor service from the vendor. Resulting the cost also include warranty work, handling of complaint, replacement, liability, litigation, payment, and so on. Right? External costs are typically much greater than internal failure costs per unit basis. Okay, so in overall, what I can say here, costs of quality can be divided into four categories, which is appraisal costs, cost related with the measuring, evaluating, auditing, material, part, product, services of access conformance. So example of the inspection of equipment, testing, lab, inspector, and the interaction of production to take a sample. Prevention costs relate with the reducing the potential quality problem. Quality improvement program, training, monitoring, data collection, analysis, and design costs. And internal failure costs relate with the defective product or service before they are delivered to customer. Reward costs, problem solving, material product losses, scrap, and downtime. And external failure costs are related with the delivery of substandard product to service or customer, return good, product recall, reworking costs, warranty costs, loss of goodwill, liability claim, and penalty. Right. So this is what I can summarize from the quality costs. All right. So the central term quality improvement is largest investment. That's why we need a quality improvement program to make sure we can minimize the costs, the quality costs. Okay. All right. So internal and external costs are present costs are related to the quality, where present cost, prevention cost, present investment, and achievement of good quality. Okay. So that's mean what the net result over total cost. How to reduce total cost? We call it return of quality, ROQ. ROQ approach focus on the economic quality effort. This approach quality improvement project are viewed as an investment. Quality improvement program considered as investment, and they are evaluated like others investment metric related to ROI. So what I can say here, because we need to ensure our staff attend the training to improve the skill, to certify with the some level, for example Six Sigma Green Belt, Black Belt, Lean Six Sigma, and so on. Okay. All right. So when we plot the graph, if we plot the graph, this we have a prevention, we have a failure cost. Maybe we can reduce through the quality improvement program. The failure cost will be reduced from time to time. This is targeted by the company, and appraisal cost also we can reduce from time to time. Okay, but the prevention costs will be increased. Why? Because this is the depend on the performance of the machine, the age of the machine. Sometimes the machine is not proper working, so we need to do some of the maintenance. We need to invest process of maintenance, changing the part, changing the material, and from the to the machine. So that's why the cost of the machine, cost of the process will be increased. So when we draw the total cost means the prevention cost plus failure cost plus appraisal cost. So our graph will be curved like this. Okay, and from here, what we can say here is this point considered the minimum cost. Okay, this point considered as minimum cost. From this point, from this is considered minimum total cost. So that's mean from here, from this intersection, we need to do something. We need to do the improvement program to make sure the total cost is a constant. Okay, that's why quality engineering is very important in manufacturing. Okay, then others is talking about the sum of the implementation of quality cost in any company. They will do the evaluation of the failure cost, appraisal cost, and prevention cost to calculate what is total cost related with the quality engineering. Then this is another situation for company A, for example. So prevention cost is increased, but appraisal and failure cost is decreased. But total cost, where is the minimum total cost? The minimum is here. So that's mean here is the first intersection, second intersection, and third intersection. So here the engineer must be focused to make sure the cost will be constant. Okay. Alright, so some of the cost is tangible, some of the cost is intangible. So tangible is we can convert into the in term of money, but intangible cost sometimes this is based on the to monitor based on the performance, such as performance of the machine, performance of the production. Alright, so some of the people, some of the researchers, some of the founder of the quality study about the cost, which is Feigenbaum study about the appraisal cost, include the cost of inspector, testing, test, equipment, lab. That's why in lean manufacturing, test, inspection, consider waste. Right, Juren study about the material scrap or junk. Assess inspection cost, inspection cost, investigation cost of the defect. Harrington study about the prevention costs, appraisal costs, so which is involved with the internal error and external error. So what we can see here, so if we confident with our production system, actually we don't need the inspection process, but we still add the inspector, we still need the quality department. Why? To make sure the process is in minimum cost. Okay, so the cost of the poor quality COPQ is defined as cost would disappear in the system process or product is perfect. So, but in actual, we cannot get the perfect product. We still have a quality issue. That's why and what I said during the chapter 4, one of the main problem in production system is the variation, because we cannot avoid from the variation. So if you work as a quality engineer, if you work as process engineer, you will study all these things related with the cost of production. Okay, then the rest is just explanation about the detail, the about the overall cost. For example, the management cost, clerical worker, so make a significant dent of the waste. Okay, so this is another one example. The company spending large amount of money of inspection and reworking. Every workstation have an inspection process, so that means that is the cost. And reworking also, rework issue is also the quality cost. Inspection also a quality cost. They are, however, identify the problem before the part leave the plant. So this is the purpose to identify the problem before the part leave the plant. The part shipped to the customer. That means they are not confident with their process. So it seems that they have high conformance rate. So what do you think this company would be improved? Spend more inspection process, spend more on the inspection process, use data gather from the appraiser or appraiser to improve the process, try to identify why so many parts are not conforming, ship more parts without the inspection them, examine the design of the product, see improvement can be made. So based on my suggestion, use data gather from the appraiser cost to improve the process. Number one. Number two, examine the design part, the design of the product to see what improvement can be made. For example, we learned about the DOE, before that we learned about the MSA, right? Alright, so that's about the quality cost. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.